I just wanted to say well done at this stage. Well done for considering this training, and well done for getting this far. I know that the decisions that you made leading up to this moment haven't necessarily been easy for you, but you've taken the first step towards improving your chances of success in the future and moving towards a bigger and a better life for yourself. You've begun to expose your mind to new ideas, and as Oliver Wendell Holmes said, a mind that's stretched to a new idea never returns to its original dimension. The thing is, whenever we think about doing something new, whenever we expose ourselves to new ideas, when we take on learning, we take a risk. We venture out into the unknown, not on the scale of Columbus, but out into the unknown all the same. And as a result, we can expect to feel some kind of resistance to this from inside. And we know now, of course, that it's the reptilian brain, it's our saboteur that's the feeling behind it. Behind all resistance to something new is fear. But there's never anything to fear. Our human eyes look at the unknown, wondering if deep inside it is the potential for pain. We're conditioned to avoid pain at all costs. And the thing is that our lives are made up of seasons, and painful times never last. Pain and adversity are powerful vehicles to promote personal growth. We view pain as a negative experience, and this is pure judgment. And behind this false belief is pure fear. A boat that never moves away from its moorings won't ever be damaged, but that's not what boats are made for. The unknown is where the now exists, and the now is the only place in this world where you'll find possibility. As human beings, we're naturally drawn towards possibility and towards potential. People want to fit in, and they're afraid to stand out. This is nothing more than being imprisoned by your fears. Courage isn't the absence of fear, but the willingness to walk through your fear in pursuit of a goal that's important to you. I read an article recently where it was talking about prisoners being released from prison. It told the story of how some people would rather stay in jail than face a lack of routine, change, and the unknown. On the day of leaving prison, the overriding emotion that these prisoners felt was fear. To the extent that some of them will go out and commit a minor crime in order to be sent back to prison and back to the comfort of their routines. Face your fears, acknowledge and thank your saboteur, and move through this feeling towards your biggest and your greatest life. Now, think about your comfort zone for a minute. I have to tell you that what I intend to do is to change the way that you think during this training. Do you mind if we do that? We'll do it a bit at a time. However, I want you to know that there are times during this training when we're going to shake your world to its foundations and change your thinking forever. You're doing this training for a reason. I want you to get something out of it. So, wherever you are, remember the comfort zone that we talked about. The comfort zone is something that people spend their whole lives living in. Now, this zone is comfortable. It's comfortable because you know it. It's familiar to you. And whatever you know becomes comfortable. I hope that during this training, we're going to shape your model of the world so hard that you expand your boundaries and you step out of your comfort zone. And by doing that, you'll enhance your knowledge and transform your ability to be excellent at what you do. If you finish this training without your thinking being changed, then I'll probably not have done my job. So understand that spending time with me, listening to and watching these videos is going to transform how you think. And I'm going to ask you to think in different ways, which I promise you aren't necessarily going to be immediately comfortable for you. So, listen carefully, because my intent is to move you out of the comfort zone that you're in and assist you to begin to think about how do you transform this life for yourself and for other people. Now, this is the model of the comfort zone. So just let's say, here's good, and it's as good as you can possibly imagine. This is where life's a real dream for you and everything works perfectly. And this is bad. When I say bad, it's not just bad, but it's really bad and it can't possibly get any worse. And this is when you think that when you can't get any worse, it still gets worse. Now, most people live somewhere in the middle, and that's a problem. For most people, it's never really, really good, but it's never really, really bad. For most, it's just quite bad. People will say, when you say, how's it going? People will say, oh, not bad. Well, why is not bad as good as it ever gets? It's almost like there's something stopping people from saying, yeah, everything's fantastic, thanks. I'm fantastic, I feel great. What is that thing? What is that something? Is it fear? Is it your saboteur? Most people stay in this comfort zone area somewhere in the middle. When you say, how's it going? They say, not bad. And they wish that it could be better, but they're so afraid of not being bad that they don't do anything. People fight with inertia and an ability to let go, hoping that their life's going to change magically, hoping that it will get better. And the thing is that people say, how's it going? And they say, oh, not bad. Well, at least I'm not ill at the moment. It could be worse. And I've not got divorced yet. The car didn't break down today. It could be worse. Getting there. Well, it's not as bad as it was. All these things have got a grip like an iron vice around the problems of these people. And they'll say, well, I want to change, but I want to remain the same. And they'll say, if I was to change and to move out of this position, then that's not going to be me anymore. I'm going to have to be somebody else. Becoming somebody that you're not is what actually has to happen in the process of change. You've started this training in your comfort zone, and I hope that during this training we can assist you to make some changes, and in a good way. When there's a peak on the graph and when life's really good, then people make changes then because it's really good. It's so good that you go for it and you change something in your life because that's something that you like. But the trouble is that it's not how it always works. Sometimes situations and events happen in life where it gets really bad, and this is when people usually run away. Really bad in terms of your business or in terms of your life. You run away. And if you're in the comfort zone and you're not making any changes, then pray to get out of there. Pray for something that's good or something that's bad, because it's going to make a change for you. When it's bad, you change because it hurts. If your business is suffering, you'll bring in change. And you'll bring in change because you have to. It's that bad that it hurts. And you'll change grudgingly, and your people will change grudgingly with you. But without change, there's no growth. You can't grow and stay the same at the same time. And growth isn't always comfortable. So we're going to put you up against your comfort zone at least a couple of times. We're going to ask you to do things and think in a new way, in a way that you've not thought of yet, because if we didn't stretch you somehow, then what are we going to be doing? We need to get you to think in ways that are different. We're going to get you to think in ways that you've not thought before. you actually invested in this course to undergo some level of change. This is what we're going to deliver for you. Change either in your happiness or your levels of growth or your success and excellence as a person. So we're going to expand your comfort zone. We're going to expand it so that it encompasses more flexible ways of behaving, new ways of thinking, of choosing and of deciding. And you'll have all of this available to you at the end of the training, if that's okay with you. Is that okay?